Hello, we are now live. Okay. What we are going to be doing today is updating uh the Conlang that I made a little bit ago. Hold on, my voice is gonna echo in just a second. Or not, I'm muted it fast enough. Um, I created this on a previous stream, and it's not the most comprehensible. So, ooh, that's the wrong stream one. There we go. I made the window for Google Sheets a little bit bigger because it's kind of hard to see on stream, I think. Now, um, the main problem that this has that I noticed, first of all, I don't know if this is exactly the main problem, but I think it was a mistake to try and make um all of the words two letters. I do like the two letters, but I feel like it should be saved for certain actions, or certain cases where subjects are usually described with some sort of letter being D, um, other than Sprigatito and Wa. And then colors are described using the letter R. And I think those are good choices. Especially because colors you have to have a lot of in a row. You can go row, 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 row. Um, However, the main problem with if we extend it is comes in with the later stuff because we got to get to the meat of the matter, which is how this language functions grammatically. Um, so I don't know if the person in chat time or new person in chat as well. I assume I'm gonna get treat it as if you haven't fully seen the last stream. The grammar of this language, and I'll make an area to write this down actually, because it's a little bit stupid. So I'll put my examples down there. How do I merge these? I don't know. My headphones closed captions are working, so I have no clue. Wait, can someone tell them that I don't have closed captions enabled on my stream for? There. I don't. I can't enable closed captions because it makes the stream too delayed for most people. How unfortunate for them. She do no closed captions. You know, you could have explained the reason, but it's okay. I appreciate your... Okay. Language grammar. So... Oh, why did you go down? Why did it go down? What? Why is it evil? I mean, the default YouTube ones that don't work during live streams. I don't know what YouTube is. Okay, well, anyway. What we're gonna be doing here is the language grammar is... Oh, I can't press Shift Enter. I see. How I also can't press Tab. I'm so used to coding stuff. Okay. The primary language grammar follows a rule of it focuses on symbols. Apparently I can scroll and keep my text box. As you can see, the symbols here come in a variety of ways. This is the sentence. This here is the sentence: the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Now, here's how it works. Subject, so subjects are recognizable symbols slash words, or like it's like part of words. They are characters that are usually in the center. That are usually in the center. And adjectives go above these subjects to apply the adjectives to them. I'll say spray edit of your PNG. That sounds so cute, actually. Oh my gosh. Wait, oh. Oh no, why does it not wrap around? X. I'll assume it's something positive. Well, hopefully they'll see that, and okay. I tried to get the message across to them. Okay. Okay, okay. Hello, you're a little late. Hello. Don't worry, I was a little late to preparing. So subject recognizable. Adjectives go above these subjects to apply the adjectives to them. Pretty simple stuff to an extent. Maybe not that simple, but it's simple as I can explain it. And actions, or I think I feel like that. Well, what are they actually called? Verbs. Verbs. Verbs go below the subject. Verbs may also have adjectives above them, if necessary. Now, what you may notice is that this language is very vertical. Secondly, how do you type this out? And we're going to address that one in a little bit, but I'm going to explain next how it gets non-vertical in the symbol form. Because when you are talking about time passing, or like you're just moving on to the next sentence, when referring to time passing or moving on to the next subject in the sentence, it will be placed to the right of your starting subject. This subject follows the same rules as before, but you might notice. Well, it's taking up the whole screen now. Okay, whatever. You might notice that right here, this subject is not directly to the right of this subject. It's directly to the right of the verb. And that is also relevant. If the verb of subject A is directly impacting subject B, subject B should be at the right of the verb instead of subject A. This is to indicate that it is an action happening to this from this causation. So essentially, this positioning makes sense. Now I'm realizing this is a lot and kind of incomprehensible, but stick with me here. Here's the next thing. I'm going to explain how this works when you are writing it out, because while we do make these characters specifically Unicode based, obviously not every software or chat is going to easily allow you to use these Unicode symbols very easily. So we have these extra terms you use that are the sounds, but you could also use them as like romanized forms, essentially. Parodying, not parodying, but as like a parrot, similar to how Japanese does it, or Chinese, or languages that usually use symbols. That's the best. My inspiration for this is obviously Japanese, because I'm a massive fucking nerd. But okay. The next thing I'm going to explain is how language grammar works when you are not using the symbols. Because while this is a valid sentence, this whole thing, this is also a valid sentence. Yoraru kaza. And this is, I believe. So if we find over here, jumping is yo. So this is jumping. The fact that I have to keep checking. jumping animal, and then all these are colors. Raruro, which is, I believe, red, yellow, black, which is to describe it as brown. And then ka and za, what's ka again? Is ka on here? Where is ka? I might have changed some stuff around. But za is curious. I don't know where ka is coming from. So, don't take it with a grain of salt, okay? So it's the curious animal that is brown. Is Ka quick? Oh wait, Ka's quick, I think. Is it quick? The quick brown fox jumps over the. Oh, I literally had to scroll down. Okay, it's quick. Yes. So it's describing the quick brown fox, or the quick brown curious animal, if you will. And then it's saying because this it's jumping now. And then over here to the right of it, separated as a word. So this is where you put a space. Doyotise, which is animal because it's not doing any action. Yo, which is what is yo? Yo is owned. T is friendly, and Z is lazy. So the lazy dog. I think the thing that matters here is that describing animals is in general a little bit difficult for the sake that you have to think of descriptions for the animals rather than just being given a word like dog or cat. But that is how other languages may do it. And technically, oops, I didn't mean to exit my spreadsheet. Technically, there is also obviously room for stuff like slang, where you can shorten these to maybe like doyo. Doyo is just owned animal, but that could just be the. If anything, that could just be the word that you're going to use for pets, and like context clues you can use. Doyo is all you really need to describe a pet. Now, let's get into the grammar of it, because that's what I've been kind of dancing around, is that when in romanized or spoken form. Hi, hello Josh. Lovely to see you here. I'm being a nerd. When it's in romanized or spoken form, verbs go first, then subject, then adjectives. There is no equivalent of the subject being next to the verb when spoken. So that feature of the language where you put the subject next to the verb in some cases does not apply because there's no equivalent for it when you are speaking or speaking out loud or typing. That is mostly just something where it's kind of a shame, but you're gonna have to use context clues to figure it out. Can you give examples in the thing? Yes. So these are examples right here, actually. This is 2 different ways that I have written out the quick brown fox. So, I'll link you guys the Google Doc. Let me pin it in the let me pin it in the chat because so you guys can see this with me as I work on it. It'll be very helpful to have your eyes on it. Okay, it's pinned now. So, here's I'll try and explain as well as I can. We got our subjects here. You probably already looked at all the explanation of this. Is this the right size? This is. Okay. This is. How do I say chestnut? Actually, I think you can say chestnut currently, so it would probably be E. We'd start with de. We start with de for food. That is a chestnut can count as a food. And we would go de. And this would be I would say a chestnut's like brown, right? Like yeah, they're brown. I don't know why I Google that. But de And then ra-ru-ro, the ra-ru-ro. He's essentially just saying brown food, so it's very vague right now. However, we what we're going to do in this stream, hopefully, is narrow down the language a little bit so it can be easily done, and you can say all these basic things you want to say. So it's all about breaking a word or concept down into other concepts to simplify it. La la la. Yes, I specifically made singing la. Sorry, I got very. And here's the other example. Both of these just say the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. We have verb, subject, adjectives. Verb, or not verb, sorry, subject, adjectives. Adjectives play a huge role in this language. They are the meat and potatoes, so to speak. They're very, very important. What does it actually translate to? Well, this translates to approximately the quick. So the quick is that symbol up here. The quick, curious, red, yellow, black, which is just essentially saying orange or brown. The curious. So we got a word for allergens, just it could be brown food allergy. Sorry. So this is the quick, brown, takes up 3 characters, curious animal, jumping, and then jumping is directly applied to the animal that is owned, what is this word for? Friendly and lazy. So that it's kind of hard to directly translate, because if we're translating based off of just the description here, that would not be the correct way of translating this language. You're meant to translate based on meaning as much as possible. Isn't that not the curious symbol? This is the curious symbol over here. This is the curious symbol. It's a little face with a question mark. This is the friendly symbol. It's a :30. I'm aware that this is 2 symbols in Unicode, but because of the fact that it is about the size of one of these, I think it's fair game. So I think that's okay in this case. So I'm gonna make this bold, and I'm gonna make it larger. So now this is over at the side. Okay, let's get into actually adding some concepts. Can you use Unicode snowman for chestnut? Well, I'm not adding chestnut as a word. Which, by the way, Unicode character search is what we need for this. We're going to need this. I'm sorry! Okay. You added Fricatito. Fricatito is a very, very important part of this language. Also, I don't know how chestnut would exactly fit in, as it's... Fricatito is a good bit. Chestnut as a random word. We can only have 1 bit, I'm sorry. Well, we do have another bit, which is gambling and learning being swell. Listen, you're gonna need to work with me here. I want this to be add chestnut now, but I will add Fricatito, guys, in front of it. I will add chestnut in a sense, okay? Let's go ahead and right here, we're gonna write out our concept that we're working on, which is chestnut. Nut. Sorry, I don't know what. Is easily describable as... I guess it could be describable as brown food. That it's not super obvious what's that describing. gonna do it. How do we describe specifically a chestnut? If you wanted to go to a store and it was selling chestnuts, how are we going to describe that? Well, oh, I spelled chestnut wrong. Let me just. If you're going to a store and it was specifically selling chestnuts and it was in this language, how would we label it? Well, we're probably going to want a word for something like natural. So, brown food, if it's nut that roasts on an open fire. Is that I can see like if you want to say roasted chestnut, like you could there's definitely gonna be a word for cooked. So let's go and you may also want a word for cooked. That could that could be useful. Um okay. And we're gonna want a word for natural, probably. Um to indicate that it is a natural thing. It is like a plant or for just boob and word. I guess you could literally interpret it as how about like grass? Um, grass is a lot of an easier one. If we go over here, we go grass. Grass is going to be. You know what you guys are making me realize is that I think we might need a subject matter for plant. Or maybe we need a subject matter. Oh, put natural as grass. No, I don't. Okay, wait, hold on. I think we might need a subject that is natural. But I guess it could also be object. How do I want to do this? So, object is very. Stop saying boob nut. Um. So we have. This is. E. Do. Da. De. Do. Now, what we could do. This might be a controversial thing. Is to add another vowel. Like die. Is how that would literally be pronounced. I think doing something like that would help with the language a lot. In terms of readability and all of that. So if we are going to add something like that, I think that's a fair thing to do. And that also means we can utilize it in stuff like colors. I don't think we need to use yet. I think we're good on. I think the colors are actually fine with the 4 that is supplied. This is pretty good for making literally whatever. But there's nothing saying that you can't come up with your own. So, plant. Let's get a symbol for plant. We're gonna get a circle because that's how I kind of started out all of the other ones. And I want something that feels like an indication of nature, and I don't really know how to. That's the moon that you're trying. He was here. He was literally here. Um, something that is like, an indication of nature, which might be a little bit hard to find. Hmm. He sent one message. Yeah, but I mean, he saw it. I'm here. Hello, you are here. What are we looking for here? What is a symbol that could encapsulate this? We have quite a lot of symbols already here. I want something that maybe like if I can find like a circle with like a strike through at the like vertically, that would make sense to me. I don't know why, but it makes sense to me. Okay. Um Why is this labeled as a dentistry symbol? Meaning. Dentistry. Okay, well, maybe something like this. It's not an Omicron. Omicron. Symbol. Oh, it's just an O. Why do I always think it's Greek? I don't know why I always assume something is Greek. Okay. But like, an Omicron. That's not an Omicron. I don't know why I'm still calling it an Omicron. This could, for plant, I think, works. It's not quite the same circle size as the other ones. But I don't think I mind that too much. Now here's the thing. We're gonna. My brain is going so slow right now. I already described the entire grammar. We now have plant, which is going to be huge. Huge if we want to describe this, because we no longer have to describe this as a food, or we can describe it as a food or a plant. And that's the thing here. If you want to say, you could, this is the thing where you could swap it out. You could say, like, say brown, I say brown. Help me out here. Raburo is Raburo, that is brown. So if I just wanted to say Raburo, Raburo die, that is essentially just saying brown plant. And that is getting somewhere. I think brown plant is a lot closer than brown food is. So if I wanted to say cooked brown plant, I think it's getting a lot closer to being chestnuts. Meanwhile, for grass is a very simple concept. It is essentially described as, at least I think how I would describe it, which is green plant. Now, I haven't entirely thought this through, so I want your guys' opinions. I think multiple subjects could also be used. In the case of, you may use multiple subjects, like maybe chestnuts are a brown plant food. Or even, if you wanted to describe me like a Venus flytrap, you would say food, or not food, plant animal. This allows for easier stuff. The only thing that makes it, like, let's take plant animal for animal plant, is where does the next thing go? I think, in general, because of the fact that the left to right thing really doesn't matter except for when you're typing it out, and it'll be understood anyway. I think that it's best. You can just put it wherever. Like if I wanted to say something about the animal being a dog, being a flytrap, and now it's a dog. That can go just there, where it's maybe leaning into the plant aspect, or there, where it's maybe leaning into the animal aspect. It really doesn't matter. That's what I think, though. So you're allowed to use multiple subjects. That's our change. Making right now. I guess there's nothing ever saying you couldn't use multiple subjects, but I feel like it was kind of like thing where it's like I don't know. So let's do some more things. I wanna work towards the idea of chestnut, like Josh said, because I think this is a pretty good practice for learning where we're getting with this. Is it like, how else would I describe a chestnut? I want it to be described as cooked or cookable, like getting a word for cooked. And, that could be something simple like heat, like, wave. Okay, not what I want. Wave. I want like two wavy lines, you know? That's what I think would be the best um symbol for this. This double wavy. Okay, well, it's not it's not by any means perfect, but I think it'll do. So you can describe it as with this symbol. By the way, I totally forgot to say, these systems are the rules of these systems are technically interchangeable. You could do like something where it's like yo so and like romanize it. You get the idea of like where you use the system and then it's like yo. That's what I saying. Do yo, own is yo, jumping is yo. So hold on. We do have a problem here that I need to change. Is that owned is yo. I'm just gonna make owned ya. Yeah. I think that is. Do ya tize, do ya. Um, but yeah, no. And you could do do yeah. And this is the Romanized version following the spreadsheet type of grammar, is what I'll call it, I guess. But you could also do something like, well, maybe I want to say maybe I want to say what what huh. That's what I want to say right now. I'm confused on what. Okay, maybe I will say something like this, and then I'll say that it is cook should be cook. Cook. Okay. I think here's what I want to do. I want to try getting like emotions. Like I want to. So maybe curious instead of za. It could be as friendly as teeth. It could be ta or te. I think te. Te. So instead of za, we'll say yodor rabu yod yodoraru o ka yukate yodoraru o kate. Um, and I think that's pretty good. Bonus point: you could describe a cat as kate, being quick and curious, or more specifically, it would be something like yakate, being owned, curious, quick. That can even talk about a fox, but you know, there's cases like that. Cook should be cook. I do see the idea. I'm gonna make quick as well. Or no, we already did. We just changed quick, I think. Yeah, cut or no, they changed quick as well. Could be changed maybe to be like something that is more in with Z because I think cooked being cook is an okay idea. It does feel a little bit on the nose of like falling into the category of like very English reminiscent, but I think I'll keep that for now. It's very much something I want to do where it's um like I want to make it so you can really uh get an idea from the sounds easily. Um I think actually I'm going to make the word for cooked kai. That is it, kai. Kai will be the word for cooked. Um and now we can describe something like a you know we want to describe a food plant, which would be Dedai. Dedai Kai. And then what we're describing there is just a cooked food slash plant. Dedai Kai. And we're gonna describe it as maybe being brown. So, something like red and yellow, which is rah, 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 rah. That is how you say brown. Now, can you say Rosie, I drew you fan art? Okay, hold on, send it to me on Discord. Let me see this. um, I I appreciate it. Uh, why don't I put this up on stream? Why don't I put this on the fridge? Um, let me just pull this up to go. Why don't we show it to the class? Who is learning my language, I guess, in this hypothetical classroom. The image files. Uh, oh, it's so big. Okay. This is what Josh drew. It is very confused. Why the thumbnail looks like I'm really dumb. Huh? Wait. Hold on, if you mean the thumbnail. Oh! I see what you're getting from the thumbnail. It's not 3 me's. It's Sprigatito. I'm just the thumbnail is just me saying Sprigatito is really dumb. Anyway, this is art drawn by Josh. We're gonna put it up on the fridge. It's very well done. I think it's a little bit rude, all things considered. So, maybe put some thought into that. Sprigatito is not dumb. Well, for the sake of the thumbnail, yes, it is. Never mind that. Listen, all I'm saying is that you might need to work on your manners a little bit and not draw this of the I'm the teacher here. I'm the teacher teaching this class about my stupid very serious. Why did I not put language? I'm not bullying you. I'm not. So here is what we're gonna do next. We're going to add. We're gonna work more on trying to get the concept of a chestnut. Cause that's still what we're trying to do. The Daikai Raburo is essentially just saying brown. I guess it would just be saying brown nut. That's essentially what we're getting there. And even that, the daika is, well, no, it's saying cooked brown plant food. And I think that's a very, loose idea. I feel like there needs to be, like, we could even say that it's not large. It is chestnuts are fairly small. That might be a good describer to explain what a chestnut is. So, let's actually add some words for the ones up here. Stuff like dumb was one of the first words I added to this for the, thumbnail. Drizzy said something rude to me. Okay, Drizzy, get obliterated. Okay, can we obliterate him? Can we send him to the slammer? Just kidding, don't send him to the slammer. Send him to the not happy fun time. Okay, but, so, essentially, yes, we have dumb, and we need a word for that. Something with an I is coming to mind. I think the I think C. No, this I don't want to use the C. Like B. It's B. That's a term now. B. Um, being these. I think the. I think the for very, and vo for not too rose. Yeah, you'd never be mean to me. You'd never be mean to the teacher. I'm a. Oh, that was my. I'm a professional teacher. And I stuck off my head. Hey guys, look at how professional I am. Whoop-de-doo. I'm a professional teacher. Pause up. I actually typed all of those into this area. Oh, just remember. So, what's next? Very good question that you guys asked me right now. I need to come up with a word for large or big or just something in that kind of category. Um, fat and big. Well, I don't want to use something that's too circular because circle-like shapes are very. So that's the shape I chose. Like very recognizable for subject. Um. Also, we probably just use the word large to call someone fat. We already have a symbol for that. Up symbol. You could even say very large. So, what are you thinking here? We get fa. For fat. I'll make it fa. I'll make it fa. Just for you. So, fa. Wait. Josh, could you, could you read this out for the class? How this would be pronounced? I'm calling you up to the board. Can you, read this out for the class and how this would be pronounced? I'm not bullying you here. Here, listen. I'm not bullying you. Why don't I really call you up to the board to pronounce this? Come here. Get up here. Um, get up here, bud. Join my call. Join my call. Join my. Okay, hi Josh.
Why'd you call me fat?
I'm not calling you fat. We're going to all this says here is will you read it out for the class?
Wait. Fatty. Oh.
What it says here is what it's describing is something that is large and friendly. So that could be describing you. That could probably not be describing your mom. Mainly for the friendly. Couldn't really describe the friendly part. Now if I wanted to say that if I wanted to make you say something like I'm the I if that's what I wanted you to say.
Wait, hold on. No, wait, actually keep speaking.
If I wanted to make you say something like I am fat, you would say something like this if you would like to you know, read that
Hold on,
out.
let me find it.
It's over to the right.
Deep fatty.
And what you just said there is I'm very large and friendly. Or no, not very, just I'm large and
Can you
friendly.
make one which is GI?
Why?
No reason.
Why?
No reason.
I think there I think there might be a reason. I think you're hiding I think you're hiding the reason from me.
I'm not hiding
Intentionally.
a reason, okay?
Okay.
Like, it goes well with everything, like, spaghetti togi. Wait, you can spell laggy, yaggy, raggy.
Uh-uh. 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 So, well,
I just found it.
don't
Dude,
say
in
it
the I
on
column, how do you pronounce the last thing in the I column?
in the what column?
In the letter
Oh,
I
column I.
column.
Did that kind of rubber roll? What's so funny, bud?
Okay, take away the first syllable.
I know what you're getting to here. It is still an entirely separate word. It's daikai, which is not.
That's not how you
The,
pronounced it.
that is how I pronounced it. The daikai.
No. So roll that back.
It is the daikai rubber roll. That is what it is. If it was pronounced another way.
I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna play it a billion times on a soundboard, okay?
If you wanted it to be said another way, for your evil intentions, you want an E, not a
I don't have
Y.
evil intentions.
You have evil. You have all the evil intentions.
Oh, I literally don't.
Also, sorry. It's the Daikai. Yeah, the Daikai. The Dai. It's the Y. Yeah, I think that's what I've been saying. Okay, I'm trying to make sure. And that may sound bad if you clip that
Wait,
individually.
what evil was.
Wait, huh?
I just thought of what evil was.
Yeah, do you like?
I like. Wait, can you make like two of the syllable things one ha and another one p so you can say happy?
My only problem is that then P has to be the sound for something.
P.
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 And that's going to get used. That's going to get absolutely obliterated.
No, you don't have a problem with your I column word, but you have a problem with
I don't have a
P.
problem with it because it's okay. Here's the thing.
Put P in, dude.
It is very individual. I will add P probably in this show. I don't have a problem with my I column word for the pure sake that it is, first of all, not even exactly pronounced that way. Secondly, is not even closely used that way. It is an entirely separate term. But I do see the problem. Okay, I'm listening and I'm learning. Okay, uh, so you know what? Here, I
You had
will.
P.
What?
Huh?
I'm going to add P. It is going to be
Yeah.
a verb though, which means it always comes first technically. So I don't know if you do happy, but you can believe. So P. Now you may think, what is the verb for P?
Probably P. Ing.
I think urinating is too on the nose. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think of like a word for like expelling bodily like doing a bodily function as a word.
Expelling.
Expelling, but expelling and remove those can all be used in other contexts, but it's supposed to be good. Like it could be like a
You
release.
can't really use urinating in any other context.
That's the thing. But what if I wanted to make it more? I want to make it broad, but not too broad. Is really the hard balance here.
Okay, well, do expel, because then you could do expel yellow.
So the thing would be here is P for expelling, and I guess it would be an object. So P da file. Sorry. Incorrect. That's not what it is. P da ru is what? And how you would say
yellow.
that's how you would say I'm expelling a yellow object.
Expelling a yellow object.
I'm expelling a yellow object.
Did it be liquid?
We don't have a subject word for
Well,
liquid
make
yet.
liquid, and can you make it ha so I can say happy? I can say I can say expel liquid.
You would have to say piha. You have to say piha, not happy.
Well, I can do what I want.
I will.
Oh god.
What?
Do expelling animal.
You know. And in what world are you expelling an animal in any sense?
Giving birth, dude.
I really like the idea that you would use animal as the term for your baby and not like even though since like you wouldn't really work, I feel like that would be a more appropriate thing to use when talking about a child.
Is there no my?
There is. You would have to have you'd state that you're the subject matter. So me, and then we need like a have, like a have own.
Wait, so it'd be expelling the animal.
No, it would be Oh yeah, I guess it would be it would be expelling me. It would be expelling me as animal, or expelling me as you. What do you think, chat?
Wait, yeah, make liquid, dude. Make liquid.
Make look. Okay, yeah, we need liquid. Okay. Oh, I did my put liquid on here. We need a symbol for it, but
Oh, don't you need a noun column now?
huh? Do we?
Yeah.
For what? Nouns?
For now. Adoy.
What's a noun again? Identify a class of people, places, or things. What do you?
Grass or building or
No.
towel.
Those fall in the category of either subject or adjective. And usually you want to use adjective too.
Wait, adjective can't be a noun?
Well, you can use liquid as an adjective. I will say the term adjective here can be a bit vague at times. Really, what the adjective's purpose is to describe something about the subject. It might fall into the category of a noun rather than an adjective if the goal is to describe.
No, those are all adjectives.
Yeah. So we don't need nouns because
You do need nouns.
our nouns usually fall into subjects. Those subjects are usually nouns, and that's the noun.
No. It's like, okay, so let's say the subject of the sentence is an animal, and the animal is in a building which is not the subject, it's just mentioned, then that's a noun and we need the noun there.
No, the building would be a subject. The building, it would be...
Can't you call them nouns then instead so it matches the adjective and verb?
It could be. I feel like the term subject is more like... It feels a little bit more
But
comprehensive.
it's not grammatically correct. This is what happens when you don't go to school. I'm sorry.
But this also has an entirely different grammar system at that. So...
No, yeah, but you're like translating it into our grammar system and
Okay.
you translated it into our grammar system wrong.
Okay, so... Anyway, I want to explain. If a building has an animal inside of it, that would be object, and we probably need a subject for, like, place. Because I think that's probably missing in there. And I realize how much it's going to need to expand, and I can't make it all start with D. But whatever.
Please change it to noun, please.
Happy?
You're my hero.
Okay. But you would say, like, objects, so like da, has, which we don't have a word for yet. We would just say
Wait,
object
isn't a
has...
verb?
No, or sorry, it's like has. It's not a verb, but it's literally it's being used in the same context as a verb it is in this sentence.
It should be in the verb column then.
But it's there is no unless I wanted to invent my own words. The words noun or verb or adjective might not entirely encapsulate what these categories mean. So,
But they do.
but not always. There's exceptions. In the sense that has is used as a verb in the way that you are saying that a subject has another subject. Verbs in this language are also used as connectors between two objects.
What are we talking about?
So, this is a really stupid thing, isn't it?
I'm like one of those beta testers, but like the ones you hate because they tell you everything that's wrong, which is their job.
You're like a beta tester, but you're nitpicking. It's like if a beta tester was like, I don't like the way how this jump feels.
That's what beta testers do!
Well, I think usually they're gonna look for bugs. If multiple beta testers...
Just say, I don't know how this feels or this looks weird.
True, that is true. If multiple beta testers came up and say, I don't like how this jump feels, I'd be like, okay, I'll change it. I think you're very much nitpicking the word choice here, when I don't have a better matter to use. Oh wait, hold on. Check out that bug! Oh my god. Look in chat, check out the bug. Josh, look at the bug. Also, it's literally tomorrow for you. I'm not arguing with someone who's stayed up past their bedtime. You have to go beddy by Josh. That's your bedtime. I don't know where he went. I think he might have fallen into a terrible, terrible travesty. Okay. So, you know what actually I'm going to do? I'm going to make a form that will allow you guys...
What?
What? Oh, the last thing I heard from you is what, Josh? Hello?
What?
Hi. Are you here with us?
Yes.
Okay, you're back.
You
You
said
see
something about a tragedy.
Oh yeah, you stopped talking, so I assumed you died.
I stopped talking for like 1 millisecond.
No, it was much more than 1 millisecond, bud.
Oh, did you not hear me say I was 200 steps ahead of you because I was in a different time zone?
I did not hear you say that, no.
I'm literally 5 hours in front of you, don't mess with me.
I don't
I
think
know
I found
what's
that
gonna
part.
happen in your future, I already killed you, so,
Don't worry, now I know to dodge.
No, you don't, I already clocked it.
Are you sure?
I'm 5 hours ahead of you, I think I have time.
But now that you've told me, you're creating a split-off universe. When that moment
Yeah,
comes,
but
you will
I'm
exist in the
always-
universe where you killed me, but I will exist in the universe where I knew you were going to kill me, and will have avoided it. You will exist in a universe where you have never told me any of this. No matter
Yes, but
what.
if I already killed you 5 hours ahead, then there's no way to stop yourself from dying because you're already dead 5 hours later.
But what if now that I know that I'm going to die 5 hours later, I do something that stops me from dying 5 hours later?
But
If I,
how do you know what I'm going to do? I did tell you how I killed you.
I, I don't know, but I can be a little bit more cautious, and in some, I don't know, I don't want to believe, I don't want to believe that everything is just predestined and has to go a specific way. I think
Yeah, but I
you can
already
make
killed
your
you
own
5 hours
path.
later. I did that.
Oh.
You can't pick your own path. I killed you 5 hours in the next time zone, bro.
Shut
It's like
up!
Final Destination, where they try and stop themselves from dying, but they will die anyway.
I was about to say really mean, but I'm not saying that on stream.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
I'll DM it to you. Yeah,
Okay.
it's really mean, I'm sorry.
What is it? Okay, I already did it.
Okay. I think Conlang stands for custom language. Yeah, it does stand for constructed language. It's a really good stream. I'm glad to have you on, Josh.
Can you let me edit so I can type out words, please? Please. Please.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I don't know how to do this. I don't think I want to make a Google form. I want to make a channel in a server, maybe, or like I want to make somewhere where you can suggest new words, or I think a form would be too difficult for that, so I'm going to add it as a channel in my server.
Dude, you're not gonna let me in?
What? Oh, you're in the stream server. You're literally an admin.
No, I mean you're not gonna let me edit?
For the sake of that, I'm scared you'll write a bunch of like slurs. I don't think you'll actually write a bunch of slurs, but you're gonna write something stupid as something for a word.
Well, what am I gonna do with all the emails I sent you requesting to be an edit?
Okay, Josh, you can edit if you make a pinky promise with me.
Yeah.
That you promise to keep.
Yeah.
Or else I kill you and obliterate you and stop being your friend. I tell everybody that you're evil.
You won't. I'm 5 hours in the future. I know you did not do that.
Okay, but if you you are not allowed to change anything that I currently have written down.
Okay.
And if you're going to add something to something I have written down, I would like you to at least ask me about it first. And
Okay.
I'll like run stuff by me probably, but I am allowed with you doing so. Okay, hold on. Let me. I accidentally closed my stream. Okay, I'll add you as a collaborator. Hold on, I want to do this not on stream, so we're gonna go on the loading screen for a second.
How many emails did you get?
I don't know. I'm not checking.
Oh.
Okay. You are now able to edit. Please do not use this. Please do not use this power for evil. It will make me very sad.
I won't.
Okay. So now we're working on this together, which I'm honestly very happy about. I want to have, a collaborator. I want to have, a collaborator to work with this on. The
Why is there no green?
What do you mean, why is there no green?
No green.
Oh, yeah, there's no word for green. You have to say, yellow, blue. Ruri is the word for green.
Why did you do yellow instead of green?
Because RYB is using paint. I think that I feel like I was taught growing up with like RYB and how to mix those and not how to mix RGB. RGB
It's just red and blue are primary colors. Yellow's a secondary color. It don't make sense. You can't.
What the fuck are you talking about?
colors.
Yellow is not a
Red,
second.
blue.
Yellow is the
Yes,
primary
it is.
color.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up on stream. You're gonna primary colors. You're gonna see. These are primary colors. These are primary colors of light. These are primary colors.
What do you want about?
Look on the yellow, red, and blue are primary colors. It's right here.
No, where are you?
Oh,
there you go.
Look at the stream.
Dude, no.
Literally, yes. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No, look.
I know this. This is when it comes to light. We're not talking about light and how light mixes. How light mixes is entirely irrelevant to how this works. Everyone is taught growing up how these colors mix. How you do red, yellow, and blue. That is how people are taught colors. I don't know what fucked up life you had where colors were not.
I didn't know. I went to school.
Yeah, did you go to a school that?
My Wi-Fi cut out for like 5 minutes. You were just silent, dude.
Did you go to a school that? No, I was taught RGB. What? Are they not teaching? Are they teaching RGB and not R? What's the?
Why would they teach RYB as RGB?
Because RYB is how it works in like paint and like actually mixing things. It's those are primary colors, primary secondary colors. RGB is how it works with colors of light, which are also when mixing a lot harder. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna talk instead of arguing. I'm going to explain why I believe RYB is better than RGB.
Okay, no.
Shut the fuck up! RGB. Well, I believe RYB is better than RGB in this scenario. Okay, in this scenario. Don't they teach MYP magenta yellow cyan? We're not having that. Are not starting that. If they teach, okay. So, here's the. Well, yes, these colors are primary colors when it comes to how your eyes see it and how computers work. They are not as good for how you're gonna mix the colors together because these have a lot of differentials on how you want to get new colors via saturation. The blue that's mentioned here is specifically like a darker blue. And you have to make light blue by mixing it with green. And personally, that feels weird to me. And if we use this system and we wanted to make orange, which is a very important color, you would have to say red, green, red, or something like that. It's weird. While in terms of colors that are more commonly used in the world, I think RYB is a lot more easy to mix because you get yellow and red make orange, blue and red make purple, yellow and blue make green. And that's all you need. And there are cases where you might need maybe more specific colors, and in that case, that kind of sucks for this. But like, no, it's just red plus yellow. No, red plus. The thing is, we don't have a word for yellow in this language, and we don't have. We do have a word for yellow.
Yes, we do.
Sorry. What I was saying is, if we use RGB, we wouldn't have a word for yellow. But if we use, it's blue and magenta. Blue. The point of the matter is, using colors like this, and you see this image is a very good example of why it works so well, is because it's all the gaps. The area between green and blue, for our eyes, is fairly small. Our eyes see...
Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
Rosie, what if we use cyan, magenta, and yellow?
We're not using cyan, magenta, and yellow! But Um, the point is that these colors are probably, I think, best way to do it because they have all these areas between them that are all fairly different. And our eyes see the differences in red, yellow, and blue best. Our eyes do see with RGB because that's how light works. But we see the differences in red, yellow, and blue the best. Did you like my lesson? Or are you asleep? Did you fall asleep because you got so tired of it?
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, wait, can you quickly tell me what's the order like the things go in again?
The colors? Or no, sorry. The things.
Yeah.
It goes verb, subject, adjective.
Why aren't they ordered in that order then?
What do you mean? Why? In what? You know what?
Like column wise. Why are they not in that order?
Okay. Normally, I would tell you why, and I'll tell you why. It's because they're the order I made them in. But that is a very good point that I need to do that.
Okay.
So for once, just this once, you are right about nitpicking this. But I'm
Everyone hates me.
You're right about nitpicking it, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna be happy about it. Okay.
Wait, is that the right order?
Yeah, verb, subject, adjective.
Wait.
Action first, then subject, then adjectives on that subject. But also, technically, you can put adjectives on verbs if you need to. For whatever reason. So it could also go verb, adjective, subject, adjective. But anyway, you know what, guys? Let's think of a fun way to remember this. How about so it's VSA or VNA? Very social aardvarks. I'm so smart, and that's my acronym I came up with to remember this. Just remember very social aardvarks.
I'm gonna kill myself.
And that's how I listen. I have to treat chat. I'm whispering to you, so chat me. I have to treat chat like they're a bunch of preschoolers because they're stupid and we're trying to teach them something new. Okay, so we're gonna have to work with them. Okay, so very different. I made about the pizza. Is this Han? Did you just write this right now? The
Yeah.
Okay. Let me translate this. So, jumping alien, that is green, and
Can you
then
read out the word below it? Like, can you read it out loud?
so pedo caca. It would be expelling animal.
Quick!
Quick! Expel animal! Quick!
Quick! Pedo caca!
You suck, dude! I'm learning about Josh, I need to use the bathroom. Do you think you could educate chat on very insightful
Okay, I'll be pedo, you be caca. Let's split up.
I want you to try and, teach chat about, and I'll put it over on this blank space so you can write what you need. I'd like you to try and teach chat maybe some sentences or how to say certain words. Or teach them about the Papa Louie lore. Apparently they want to hear about Papa Louie. So maybe like try and like
Okay.
use Papa Louie as like an example for this. Anyway, you have fun. I'll be right back.
Wow. Okay, Papa Louie. We're gonna start with pa, which means learning. That's how you get learning in your head, by the way, by repetition. Papa. Or what's the next closest? I guess you do. Not learning, not. We need an E. Um. Okay. We have Papa Vuti, which is as close as I can get, and it means learning, not friendly, which is how you pretty much sum up school. So that's kind of a qualified word, if I do say so myself. And the crowd goes wild. We have another word. Whipped cream and chocolate. I don't think I can spell that, but I guess I'll try. Whipped cream. Cream is food. Wait. Eat. Whipped cream. I guess you'd hurt it because you whip you whip the cream. We don't have a thing for hurt yet, so we're just gonna leave it as hurt. Whip food hurt cream. Cream is like liquid object.
He can't hear me right now, but I'm very proud of
Liquid
how well he's
object.
doing this. I'm very proud of
Big
him.
object.
I'll let him finish this lesson before I
Did hurt her? That's whipped cream. Did that hurt her? Okay. Believe me.
He doesn't know it just says V right now. Hi Josh. I'm back.
Oh, hello.
I'm very proud of I had my headphones on. I'm actually very proud of how you did kind of just teach that properly. I was low-key expecting you to say something incredibly stupid and then stay silent for the next minute while I wash my hands. So
That would have been really funny.
that you're setting a high bar for my future stream guests.
We have Papa Beauty.
I love Papa. Isn't that it's Papa Voti?
I'm taking it to my advantage because there was no LR for Papa Louie. Papa Beauty.
That would be low. You're thinking of the letter U is oo. You need the letter U for oo.
What am I talking about?
It's if you wanted to say Papa Louie, you wouldn't do low. You would do Lou. Or not and correct. You would do Lou. You would do Lou, and what you couldn't use Papa Rui would probably make more sense in this.
Is there a he?
A he? I don't think so yet.
Wait, I might have seen the wrong word.
Okay.
Papa Rui.
Josh.
We need a he. Yeah.
We also need symbols. Or
Sorry. Papa Rui.
we also need symbols for expelling and has. And then there's a lot of words that we need to add pronunciation for. Do you think you can help me out with that? Hold on. If grass is green plant and green is yellow blue, then would it be yellow blue plant? Yes! That is correct! You're so smart. That is how you would describe it. You would describe it as a yellow blue plant. That is how you would describe grass. Okay. Let's come up with something for her, because you needed that for your for your
Yeah.
your whipped cream because you decided that you have to whip the cream to
I'm making it lube because I needed that in the first place.
So I like where you're going with that. However, I'm gonna stop you right there. I think in terms of I might be getting a little too like nerd here because it's literally a Conlang, so it doesn't actually matter. I feel like the word for hurt should be like a sound you would make in pain.
Ow.
Maybe not ow, but something.
But that's a perfect word.
I know, but we were following a structure of consonant vowels, so like maybe like yeah, like
No.
also yeah is already used, and I'm just stupid. It's used for moving, but we can always.
It's right there.
But like you know, it needs to be a sound that is.
Oh. Because you go fuck.
Fuh. I'll allow fuh.
Thank you.
I think. Well, hold on. Wait, no. Fuh would imply that this is our that this is we are the English language is already invented, and that this is not inventing a new. I mean, I guess the English language is our. My point is that you wouldn't say fuck when you hurt yourself if you were a caveman. Who were.
I think I got.
And that's the problem that a lot of
cute key because that's the noise I make when something's cute.
Yeah, we can make cute key. I like your reasoning for that a lot. So I think that's a good one.
Thank you. I used it because that's what you said we should use for hurt.
Key? Did I say key?
What about P? P.
P. No. What are we doing? 99300 plant. Okay, yeah. That also reminds me that we have to add numbers at some point. And I feel like numbers should be pretty easy to add. The hardest part about them would be pronunciation and deciding what we're called. A really funny idea. What if numbers were like? So what if they were like we? And that's one. I don't know why it's sounded like that. But then what if it was
wait
we?
Wait quickly. How do you make brown again?
Brown is orange then dark. So yellow red or not dark but black. Yellow red black. Raburo or Roburai doesn't really matter the order. What number?
Look at my word.
What's your word? Let me scan over to your. We're gonna try and pan away from the word.
Guess what it means?
Enlighten me. What does it mean?
Logic spelling.
It's not even a subject. I'm very. I will say I like your want to do things with this language. I very much think that is a great motivator for me. So happens they're a little bit illogical. I do really like how when you wrote out Papa Louie, you like turned it around to be like, and this is about school, and school sucks.
Oh yeah, I forgot doing that.
That was pretty well done, honestly. Josh, I must ask. I think I might have asked. Do you like our symbol choice for learning and gambling?
No.
You don't like them? Why?
You don't like it when I choose random things, but when you swap them around and you add Sprigatito, it's loud.
You know, you make a good.
I think chestnut should be a verb.
I'm so tempted to do that, but I don't. Okay. The only problem with adding more joke words is that we have to have a specialized pronunciation for them. And if we don't want to make the pronunciation just chestnut, then at that point it doesn't.
Sprigatito.
Okay, that is true. But Sprigatito is given a symbol because it's funny, and I know this might be jumping ahead, but I must know what is Freddy Fazbear. Okay, Josh,
Huh?
I need you to work on figuring out how to say bear in this um in this language.
What about Freddy?
I
Where's
don't.
Freddy?
I think Freddy would have to be you literally just saying Freddy because that's a name.
No.
No? What do you mean no?
3D?
You would just have to say Freddy. You say Freddy.
No, look, I'm spelling it. I
Oh,
I'm spelling 3D.
3D 3D
I'm gonna
Fazbear.
get it.
You have to do it kind of like how Japanese pronounce.
Your stereotypical Japanese accent.
Not
Freddy Fazbear.
Technically, it is not meant to be stereotypical. It is meant to be for the sake of how English words are translated and spoken with a language that follows the consonant vowel system. Because when you have multiple consonants next to each other, you want to, if you want it to follow the grammar rules of the language, is to add extra vowels.
Freddy Fazbear.
Okay, here's the problem here. You want to say beru. You want to say beru. You would say the word that we have for bear.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to spell Freddy Fazbear.
Okay. My feel like what I would start with for bear would be like large, not friendly animal. That's where I would start for bear. I think that's a pretty good. Okay. I didn't want to use emojis on this, Josh, but just for the word chestnut, it's going to be the emoji for a chestnut. That's how you say chestnut. It does require color as well. If you ever have to write this, you do have to color it in as well, or it will be completely incomprehensible, and you have to start over, and you have to actually start over your entire life.
Can you add images to this?
You can. Why?
How?
Why? Tell me why first. Tell me
mind,
why. Ain't nothing but
Hold on, just wait 1 second.
Do you remember when you sung that and it was pitched up?
Yeah.
Tell me why ain't nothing but. What if someone is colorblind?
Okay.
Then they can't put the symbol for a chestnut.
Then they can't learn the language.
You can learn the language if you're colorblind. You just can't learn how to say chestnut. You just can't learn chestnut. The word chestnut is. I approve of that. I approve of chestnut specifically. The symbol having to be that exact photo of a chestnut. And there is no other alternative of. Yellow, blue, food, chestnut. Wait, no, that makes us green. What, are you stupid? Okay. Guys, we're really smart.
Chestnut. I still think we should have made it boob nut.
Okay, Here, okay, Josh. I'm gonna need your help to speed run through this. We need to add pronunciation to the ones that I don't have it. For evil,
I think
what
this
are
one
we?
should be moo because it's moo.
Okay, I like that. Often is something that we added specifically for the Notorious Carrot Man. So I think it should be no as a shout out to the Notorious Carrot Man.
I think a lot should be hee because when I'm alive I go hee.
He. Okay.
Dude, look at life versus her. Hee. For.
Oh. Okay, that's very good. But now we gotta go over to the verbs where we need pronunciation for has, and then we need to find a symbol for expelling in has. Has, I feel like, is going to be very important. Oh my god, is that the Void Knight? Josh.
Huh?
Josh, the Roaring Knight. It's in chat. What the fuck do we do?
Animoy.
I don't think it's anymore. I think other people are nerds about Delta. I'm not gonna lie. Also, Addy Moy would never wash my shirts. You should know that.
Yes, he would. He watched one of yours like last week.
Aw, thanks, Addy Moy. Thank you.
Die, Animoy.
What if that is Addy Moy and he has heard you say that really loud?
That'd be really funny. But
That
I
is
say that
true.
to him anyway.
Yeah, that is true. You do say that to him already.
I know, I swear I was doing something.
Oh yeah, we were trying to come up with a sound for has. A sound being like... Ooh, I think the symbol for has should be an arrow pointing right.
I
think
was
that-
just about to do that.
Wait, we're literally on the same wavelength. We're literally, like,
Where's my
doing
hand?
How
How
do
do
I don't know.
focus it?
I don't know what your hand is. I should be well. Well.
It won't let me. Why won't it let me copy it?
As could be. Ha! No, we can't directly copy just the first two.
Oh, it's so small.
Not a finger pointing right, an arrow.
It's too late. It's too late. I already put it in there.
You're too late, I'm changing it.
No.
There was a lot of emotion put into that no, and now I feel bad.
Thank you.
Not gonna stop me from changing it, but I'm gonna feel bad about it.
Excuse me.
Symbol named finger. Oh my god! Why did you say oh my god? Oh my god, it's Flowey the Flower! Josh.
Huh?
That might be adding more. There's two now.
It's not adding boy.
Oh, wait. What if he has a stupid alt account? Where he has stupid...
No, because Animo would never upload videos. You know that.
Oh, I see. Ew. Oh boy, friendliness pellets. I sure these do not kill me. Josh, help me come up with a sound for has. Holy shit, it's the Roaring Knight again. Stupid. You got this. You use that large brain of yours that is already in the next day. That's how smart you are. Eh. But
I don't know.
we could make it. We could make it poo.
It's right next to P.
This is a very sophisticated language. Poop. It has is a term you have to use a lot. You could even say there has to be a point where you could say pee poo, I'm sure.
Because it poopy.
It sucks. Has anyone ever told you that your outfit is weirdly hard to replicate with a color picker? I have told myself that. Josh.
How do you struggle with a color picker?
No, because Josh, when you chose these colors, they look good with the colors, with like the outlines and everything, and like the way you did it. But on their own, in with like a black outline, they look really rough. With like with certain things. So if you really want to draw Rosie, I suggest maybe trying to color pick for one of my thumbnails, though I don't recommend entirely. Like taking those because I usually make some of those in like 5 minutes. But like some of the more better thumbnails, I probably put some more thought into the colors. Or bonus point.
Wait. Huh?
You can join my Discord server in the description down below, and there is a reference for Rosie in the general channel pinned.
Or you could just screenshot one of the fan arts.
That is true. You could also screenshot one of the fan art, but those have varying degrees of correct color. Wait, no, it's Puyo Tetris. Puyo Tetris. Oh my god, my voice cracks so bad. Also, yeah, if you may notice when you type Puyo, we do not have Samuel's soundboard on. Okay, Josh, we need a symbol for expelling. I need like a symbol that can curve the line.
Why curved?
Well, you see, when you urinate, it kind of goes in like an arch. I don't even know what the concept of the video is. Well, we're creating a language, if that's any help. We're creating a language of sorts. Not a very good one, but we are creating it. So like a weapon in that game that goes in an arc. I don't know what you're talking about, but it's like an arc, like color pick from the YouTube PFP. I don't remember what the hell my YouTube PFP is, I'm not gonna lie.
It's just Rosie.
Oh yeah, I think that's using your color. Color pick from literally any image of Rosie you can find. You can find them all over the place on my streams. I believe in you. You got this. Okay. What the heck was I doing?
I don't know.
Okay, I think it's about time we're gonna wrap up the stream.
Okay.
Because we have all of this. I think this is some great progress made. I'm really proud of what we did today. Josh, give everybody a goodbye, Bert, before we end the stream.